Hello? Oh no, this is streaming right. Oh my god. Yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting about how YouTube, for some reason, just auto start streams whenever I get them set up in OBS. Because before it used to be like you start outputting the data via OBS to YouTube, and then when you're ready, you could start the stream. But now, thank you for the one like, by the way. Why must you stream now when something important is underway for me right now? Oh, well, that's because this is the important thing right now that is underway. You're welcome for giving you something to look forward to today. Anyways, how are you doing? How is everyone doing? I know, yet again, another stream that just happened out of nowhere for no reason. Barely anyone expected this. I didn't really expect it. I just kind of, like all the other streams that I've done recently, I kind of just do it, and then that's it. So because of that, there really isn't that much of a much of an outline of things I really want to talk about. I'm doing amazing new costume for my man. Now drawing it. Sketch done? Oh yeah? Can you share the sketch? I don't mind putting it on my stream right now. Feel free. If you want to share with me, I don't mind. I mean, you'll be sharing with everybody. That'd be cool. That'd be like audience participation right there. All right, everybody, show me what you all are working on right now. Just give me your art, give me your drafts of like stories you've been writing, your essays. You'll fall behind? Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. We'll be cheering you on. We'll be like, you go, girl. You got something good going on right now. I mean, it's pretty spicy, I'm pretty sure, but like, you know, it's still something good, at least in your eyes. So you go, girl. Girl power, hashtag girl power all the way. You know, I probably should be working on stuff too. Hello, Temper Pepper. That's such a cute name, Temper Pepper. It like falls off the tongue perfectly, rolls off of it. I should have said Temper Pepper. It's got those P's right there that just so fun to say. Temper Pepper. Temper Pepper. That should be, that's like a, you know, I feel like that's a big YouTuber name. If you're not a YouTuber right now, you should definitely get on that right now. That has some staying power right there in the algorithm. I'm certain of it. And you're welcome. You're welcome. But yeah, like I was saying, I probably should be, you know, using my time wisely and working on stuff. Don't steal the name. I know you've been wanting to get rid of that name for a while, dumb user, for obvious reasons, but it's already been taken. You have to accept it. You just gotta live with what you have right now, and that is being a user who is dumb and thirsty for fictional characters such as I. My name is iconic. It is. Honestly, I if you ever considered like changing your name, I would probably have to tell you to do otherwise, because it is a very iconic name, not just I feel in like my streams or whatever, and to me, but probably everywhere else. Dumb user. There's something about it. There's a je ne sais quoi, as the Italians say, that it holds, and I can't fully describe it because I'm not really good when it comes to elaborating, you know, on things such as that. Red Characters is my brand. I do have another. Do you? Do you actually have another name? I know I used to have like another name. It was Wolf387. No. I know I used to go by Kenpachi Ramas. Oh god, that reminds me. But I used to have another account that I went by, which at first I went by Kenpachi Ramasama, which is a name that was popularized in a video by the two best friends in their Persona 4 playthrough. But yeah, I was going off of that, and I was like, I'm going to do cool things and be under the guise of Kenpachi Ramasama. This is going to be epic. And then after like a few videos of calling myself that, I was like, this is cringe, which is crazy because I'm a teenager and I shouldn't be able to identify cringe this easily. Let me get something else instead. For another site, I use it. Mostly used for the same site, but I don't know. I wanted it separate. Yeah, no, I get you. For other things like that. All right, good night, Temper Pepper. You have a good one, and thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Sleep well, okay? You have a nice rest, and hope to see you again. Hope. Big hope. Stay well, you too. That means you, dumb user. You stay well too, okay? And you stay well too, Temper Pepper. Thank you so much. You have a good night. But yeah, I do have like another name that I use for like websites that I don't really, you know, how should I say? I would not want to be found on. I won't say what kind of websites, but I'm pretty sure you could suss out what kind by me saying it like that and being very flustered while talking about it. But I do have some I do have some names that I use for that, so that way I don't have those accounts connected to me. And it's not like I upload anything. Don't you worry. I don't do anything of the sort. I just have it the account there just in case, you know, like. Anyways, moving on. But yeah, I was working on something. I'm pretty sure no one knows what I'm working on because no one liked the there were people that commented on the community post, and some did like it, but not as many as I was expecting, considering it has to do with the Silly Billy. So yeah, I am currently working on the final Silly Billy video, and I actually finished the script for it, and currently, well, not currently right now, but earlier I was looking through it while I was like listening to videos and like eating food, which by the way, I made some rice. My brother actually had some pork in the crock pot that I was keeping an eye on, and I ate that. It was really good. It's very tasty. By the way, if you ever make anything in the crock pot, like meat, like chicken or pork, and you got rice, hey, August, good seeing you again. How are you doing? Looking very fancy as always with that nice text and font right there. Love to see it. But yeah, if you ever have like pork or chicken in a crock pot and you got rice that you're eating as a side for that, it's probably not healthy, but get a nice ladle, put it in that crock pot, get some of the juice from the meat, you take that juice and you pour it over the rice. Just pour it over the rice, and if you want, you could add some soy sauce, just a little bit, not too much, because you gotta let the juice from the pork or the meat, whatever meat it was, you gotta let it be the flavor of your rice. You eat it and it's so freaking good. It's absolutely, most definitely not healthy, but it's my favorite thing to do when it comes to like having like crock pot meals and stuff. So yummy, so yummy. Anyways, that's not what people want to listen to me talk about. I talk about food way too much, and it's honestly quite difficult to not talk about food. It's something that we all relate to. I noticed that whenever I would like look at streams and stuff like that for other people, because I'd ghost, I mean not ghost, but I'd like lurk and stuff in other streams. I'm not a big stream watcher, which is crazy to say because I have recently been watching a few more streams, more than I'm used to doing. I'll talk about that later, but yeah, and a common thing for people to talk about is food. And thank you for the 3 likes. I appreciate it. No food tier list. I don't know if I'm really the best when it comes to... make a Baja Blast. Oh, God. Dumb user, I was actually thinking about... Because the last Baja Blast thing I really did was... I know I talk about it, and I'm drinking it right now, but the last thing I did... video-wise, was the Persona 4 Baja Blast stream. And I was thinking, it's something I think about on and off, like every now and then, is how I didn't edit that thing down into like a proper video. And I feel bad about it because I know I said that I would, and many months went on, and it still has yet to like come to fruition. And now that I kind of want to make this push for like longer form content, I feel like now is the best time to actually get that out. So I think I'll probably put that in the pipeline right there for things that I want to do. And if anything, that might be a good thing for me to actually start with over anything else, like over the Silly Billy stuff, because I already have everything done. All I have to do is just cut everything down. And honestly, while the Persona 3 one took like a bajillion years for me to do, that was mainly because I didn't really know what I was doing. I'm not like really well versed with like stream highlights, but after doing that, I feel like I am much more well equipped to figure that out. So I think I might just like fart that out like super duper quickly and stuff. And I feel, especially after doing things like the Rock Band Iceberg and stuff, like the little editing tricks I'd pull off in that, I think I could probably make quite the masterpiece of a stream highlight for the Persona 4 Baja Blast stream. So hopefully I could actually do that. When will I do it? I don't know. But hopefully very soon. Maybe that could be like my little return to editing, because I haven't really done that in a while, even though I have like ideas just like spilling out of my head. You know, I've been adding to my little ideas notebook over the past like week and a half or so of things I'd like to do. You know, I just add to it and just be like, oh, I want to do this video. Oh, I'd love to do this. Oh, maybe a short form video, blah, 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 stuff like that. And it's kind of cool to have like this huge burst of like creativity after like languishing for like months on nothing and trying to do like short form content. It's nice. It's very refreshing. And I'm kind of happy for it. But yeah, moving back from all of that, yeah, I am God, I went really deep into that tangent. But yeah, I am currently working on the silly. God, I do so many tangents. Working on the Silly Billy video, and yeah, it's nice. It's nice, especially because that's another thing that like has taken a long time to get started up again. I remember starting the script like in June, actually. I remember now, in June, because I actually contacted Witch Doctor to talk about it. And yeah, in June is when I started working on it, and then I kind of stopped. I worked on it for like 2 nights, and then I fell off, and then I started doing other garbage and stuff like that. And now I'm finally onto it, and I actually finished the whole thing. Because I had the entire like video idea outlined and in my brain. I needed to like lay it out into a script, and I finally did that. And I'm kind of happy about, you know, what I was able to do. Hey, Exhausted, what's up? Oh dear, cough.
What is wrong with you? Why are you dying? Exhausted? Do you need some Baja Blast? Here, my little one, I will give you some right now. Sip, my child, sip. Do you feel better? Yes.
Sometimes I have huge bursts of ideas as well. It's pretty funny. It is funny, and it's inspiring. I hope we can all keep having these huge bursts of creativity. It's a good thing. I was in this Roblox maze for so long only to realize the whole thing was a dead end because the game isn't finished. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry to you. That's funny. Are you sure it's not finished? You sure they didn't just do it like that intentionally so that way they don't have to worry about creating an end for it? That could be such a total cop-out and just be like, yeah, you got to the end. It's not finished though, so sorry. Or it could be like, even in the description, they don't even talk about how it's like a work in progress or something. And then you're going through it and you're just like, what the hell? I've been walking through this maze. I've went through every single, like, you know, path possible, and I still haven't been able to get out. And then you scroll down to the bottom of the description and you're just like, fuck. This is a work in progress and they haven't updated it for 3 years. God damn it. Stuff like that. It is almost Halloween, which, thank you for reminding me. I'm going to go into an even deeper tangent. Man, I want to do Halloween stuff. I always think about like Halloween videos and the Halloween party. Ooh, are you holding one for us? I love me. Yeah, I feel like I probably have to agree with that sentiment. I feel like Halloween maybe is the best holiday. So spooky, so fun. There's so many ways to celebrate it. You know, you could either, have like a goofy, spooky old time, or you could actually indulge in the horror aspect of Halloween. You know, you could go to parties, you could go trick or treating. There's just so many ways that you could celebrate the holiday, and I feel that's what's so special about it. And you could dress up and stuff. Yes, yes, got a costume and stuff. D-Day. Yeah, what? For real? No way. We're invited, dude. Do I get to have like a +1 or 2 or 3 or 4 perhaps? That'd be great, dude. If you're actually inviting me to a B-Day, I would totally go. I absolutely would go. Like, no capping. I'd show up in a costume too. I actually have my Halloween outfit already figured out. I'm pretty sure everyone could guess what it is. +10. +10? Damn! I don't even have enough friends to be able to do a +10. That is incredibly generous. I'm pretty sure a lot of other people could easily fill out a +10. But me, I only have like maybe 4 people that I know that I could like genuinely ask. Already have the costume ready to go. Yeah. I'm gonna dress up as Joker again. I know I did that last year. I know it's very lazy, but hey, that's just how I am. I'm super big lazy guy. That's how it be. I'm sorry that I can't help myself. And also, it's just a killer outfit anyways. And also, it's very comfy, especially during the winter season. You got long sleeves. You got 2 layers or 3 if you want to wear something underneath the turtleneck. And you also look badass with plaid pants. And if you want, you could even wear boots with it because Joker wears boots. I know a lot of people like to give him like dressy shoes, but look at his character. Look at his model. Look at his art. He is wearing boots. Theme is going to be red, gold, and black for the B-Day. Wait, so when is your B-Day? Is it actually on Halloween? Because if it is, my God, I am so jealous. Absolutely. Like, I know I was born like on Abraham Lincoln's birthday, but that's not like a holiday. I do have a friend who was born on Valentine's Day, and I know they have like a significant other now, but I used to make fun of them because they didn't, and that they'd have to celebrate their birthday lonely. I mean, of course, we'd be celebrating with them. 20. Oh, okay, yeah, that's really close. You're only 4 days off. 4 days off. You could have been a spooky baby, but now you're just a dumb baby. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I don't know how I'm going to celebrate Halloween. I know how I would like to celebrate it, at least in the... I know. Very fun to listen to. Very fun. But I know how to celebrate it in the content aspect. I would like to do, like, either Let's Plays or, like, streams for spooky, scary games. I know one game I'd love to play is... Manhunt 2, the PC version, which is actually uncensored and is rated adults only. It's not an M-rated game, it's an AO game, which on the consoles it was rated M. But I always found that game to be it's not like, of course, I consider Manhunt 1 to be the superior game in terms of like just everything. Everything about Manhunt 1 is way more consistent compared to 2. But it's what Manhunt 2 has over the first Manhunt is like gruesomeness. It's way more violent and way more like to the point of like absurdity. So I'd like to play something like that. Would anyone be down for like Let's Plays? Like hold on. Let me do the thing. I know there's not that many people to start a poll, but I'm going to do it anyways. Would you like a Halloween Let's Play or stream? Fuck, it's really hard typing with one hand. Let's play. Oh, God. When I put this poll out, please do not judge me. All right. Should be live right now. Don't judge, okay? I know how to type. I just can't type when I have a big, gigantic microphone in my left hand. I'm down for basically anything. I just need to hope school doesn't beat my ass with homework. Oh, it will. It will. No, I don't think it will. Usually school doesn't go crazy on people's like ass with homework until like maybe like late November, early December, right? Depending on like, because you're in high school, right? So like that was when it was for me when I would like, you know, be in high school. That's when like all like the tests and stuff, and like I think we had like, was it finals or it was like midterms or something? It was something. It was something, and it was not fun. But they would get that stuff all out of the way because, you know, you're going to be going on like holiday break, Christmas break, whatever break. And yeah, they would just push that stuff to like the very end of the year, and you're like, "Oh my God, I got to study for all this. Everyone's having tests every single class period. Oh no. Have mercy." But after that, it would just be like, "Oh, it was so nice." It felt like a reward almost, the holiday break, because, you know, you go through hell, and after that you'd have heaven just waiting for you. Like 3, maybe even 4 weeks of just chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. So good, so nice. It's the one thing I'm nostalgic for. I'm nostalgic for, like, in school, like school-wise, is like the breaks. Fall break soon. Do you guys actually get that? Fall break? We didn't get that. Or did we? Maybe we did. Maybe we got like a 4-day break period for like Thanksgiving. Yeah, Thanksgiving break. That's what I was thinking of right now. It's in like 2 days. Ooh, 2 days. Yo. Wait, so like how long is Thanksgiving break for you guys? Is it like a week or so? I've noticed that like the breaks are getting a lot more lenient. Get a whole week off. Ooh, that sounds good. In 2 days. Nice. Wait, hold on. So if Thanksgiving break exists, and wait, so is fall break like separate from Thanksgiving break, or like what? Harry Potter cosplay August. Yeah. Got my Slytherin robe, button black shirt, and black tie ready. Used this attire once, which was last Halloween. My boy. Handshake emoji. Bringing back last year's Halloween costume to use yet again. I dig it. I dig it. Also, I'm a fellow Slytherin as well. I don't watch Harry Potter, but I remember being forced into doing like one of those Harry Potter like house quizzes or something, where they try to figure out what like house you'd be a part of, like either like Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, stuff like that. And I got into Slytherin. Racist group? What? No way. We're not racist. Although I would much rather be a part of Hufflepuff because, you know, they're just way more badass. Hey, hamster. What's going on? You're just shopping for a guitar? Ooh. What kind of guitar? What brand? We're looking at a Gibson or a Fender? Rickenbacker? Is it going to be one of the fancy guitars, or is it going to be like a starter guitar? What is it? What is it? Tell me. I have never heard Hufflepuff described as badass. Oh, honey, you've been in the wrong parts of the internet. Hufflepuff is I say this even though I don't know anything about Harry Potter. I've only watched the first and the fourth, and I think Order of the Phoenix, like the fifth. I've only watched like 3 movies, and they were like many, many years ago. I say all this even though I don't know anything about it. Epiphone, it's designed to look like the... Oh, okay. All right. Epiphone is the... that's kind of like the Squire brand, but for Gibson, right? Where it's like these starter guitars, which there's nothing wrong with having a starter guitar, by the way. It's just all based on how you use it. That's what I think. Like, I've always thought that like you need to have like a badass $4,000 guitar to be like a cool guitarist or whatever, but you don't really need that. You just need to be, just focused on getting like better and stuff, which I guess goes with everything else. Hey, Star Killer, what's going on? Order is fifth. I watched all. Ah, I see. Coming in and, well, you didn't really correct me since I actually got that like almost right. I was just a little hesitant about that. I didn't want to say Order was like the absolute fifth. I was just like, I think it's fifth. I couldn't really think of anything else that'd be in between Goblet and Order. God, I the more I talk about this, the more I feel like I'm some sort of like Harry Potter like fanboy. This will be your last time hearing me talk about Harry Potter, by the way. I'm going to stop right here. Rough month, but I'm enjoying myself. That's good. Yeah, it's been pretty rough. Oh, speaking of which, yeah, that reminds me. We had our little talk in the Discord. So I know no one really cares about this, but I don't know if y'all have heard, but I used to be big into VTubers back then, like 2 years ago. And I kind of fell off, but I recently got back into it. That's what I was kind of alluding to earlier when I said that I was like watching like streams more lately. One of the first Hololive English VTubers, Amelia Watson, has finally, I won't say graduated, but she has ceased like streaming and stuff. And so she had like her last stream 2 days ago. And I checked it out. I was there from the very beginning. I wanted to, because, it's a big moment. She was like, I think probably the first English VTuber that I left a message in chat for. And it's crazy to think about, like, of all people, like her, because I didn't really watch her at all. Like, of course I'd be there for like the big like milestone streams, like whenever they get like a new outfit or like a 1 year anniversary or something. But yeah, it didn't really hit me as hard, but considering the fact that she was like one of the first big English VTubers, it's crazy to think like, while I'm not incredibly connected to like the community or like her, well, it still kind of hits pretty hard because like without her, there wouldn't be as many, breakthroughs in like VTubing, as if she wasn't there at all. At least we still have Gura. At least we still have all of them. But the thing is that, we'll never have them forever. So we have to, cherish them for as long as we can. And yeah, it really sucked because I never thought, is it crazy to think I never thought that they would ever like retire? Like, of course, I know I say that, eventually they're going to stop doing their thing because it's not viable. Like, you're eventually going to turn 70 and you just can't like stream for like 12 hours straight playing like Skyrim or whatever, like how they used to back then. But I always thought they would be around for much, much longer. But still, 4 years is quite a long time. And yeah, I will say it definitely wasn't the final stream that Amelia had. I should say. Amelia. God, I can't believe I'm on a first name basis with her, although she can't really say anything because she's not here anymore. Yeah, it was a really, really scuff stream. It's kind of like how I have my streams and stuff. It's like how I have my Carl Weezer streams. Like how they're very, very unprofessional. Everything's just like breaking apart, like ripping at the seams. Stuff like that. Any updates on the Belcher? I try the burp right now because I did take a swig of soda, but I'm trying to get my people to talk with DC's people, and so far there have been a few roadblocks. Unfortunately, I guess there is a trademark filed for the Belcher, but it's for like a wrestler in Indonesia, and it's a little rocky because we're dealing with international law right now, so we don't know how to really tackle it. So they're saying either I rename the character. I don't really want to, but I feel like if I want to bring this character to life, not just here but everywhere else, I I might have to. But currently, I feel like that would not be the best course of action because the there he is. There he is. He didn't like me talking about that plan, that potential idea. Whew. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's what's currently going on right now. And other than that, there really isn't many other updates for the Belcher at the moment. But thank you so much for the not the best jump scare. I know it's Halloween and stuff, but I feel like I could have done a lot better. I could have had more suspense there. That scared me actually, even though it wasn't as frightening as I was wanting it to be. It came out of nowhere for me. I wouldn't necessarily call Epiphone a beginner brand. They're for 600. Oh, jeez, Louise, really? I thought they were like the kind of Squire brand. I guess I was mistaken. I always thought that, because you don't really hear Epiphone unless you're like, at least for me, when I was first looking into guitars like a bajillion years ago, that's when I would hear the brand name Epiphone, because it'd be like, we have this brand right here, the Epiphone Les Paul right here, if you'd like it. And I'd be like, wow, that's cool. Man, I really don't want to be a beginner. That kind of sucks. But maybe that could have just been like, my experience. I personally don't really know too much about guitars because I fell off the whole like guitar thing a while back, even though I kind of want to get back into it so I could play Rock Band 3 Pro Mode again with Rock Band 3 Deluxe. But yeah, that's how I am right now. Anyways, I know we were talking about Epiphone, and I know we were talking about Amelia Watson, and I know we were talking about Halloween. I know we were talking about the Belcher, but I feel we got to reorient ourselves and put ourselves back where we were originally at, which was Silly Billy. I know we talk about it a lot. I know we don't really like talking about it a lot, but I feel I just need to get some stuff off my chest about Silly Billy. We are so good at staying on topic, you guys. Please do not make fun of me. I will cry. My feelings are easily hurt. I am punctuating every single thing I say by slamming my fist onto the desk. There's nothing else I can punctuate right now because I didn't say anything. But yeah, I'm currently working on it right now. Go cry, Wolfie. No, I will not cry. No. Shut up. Shut up, man. I don't want to cry. I haven't cried on stream before. This is too hard for me. I can't. I need something to actually really cry about. If I get my feelings hurt like this and cry, that'll ruin my reputation, that which I don't really have. Come on, man. Don't do this to me. I'm not. Shut up. Shut up. You're going to make me piss my pants. Did you know that every single time that I cry, I also piss my pants? You don't really want that to happen, do you? You don't want me to piss my pants right now, do you? That'll be on you. That'll be not blood on your hands, but piss on your hands. You don't want that. I'm sure you don't want that, right? You don't want my piss on your hands. Please don't say you want that. You guys are mean. Maybe? Ayo? Oh my god. And I was the one who's thought to be a weirdo? Versus the Belcher. Ah, there we go. Hamster's pretty good with keeping on topic here. Wow. Usually whenever someone would bring up Silly Billy, I would always try to divert the conversation so it doesn't go any further into talking about him again. But this is like the absolute opposite feeling that I'm having right now because I actually want to talk about. Very funny how that works, huh? But yeah, I'm sorry. You're not sorry. You're not sorry at all. Get on your knees and apologize for 3 hours. I want you to film yourself on your knees doing what do the Japanese people do where they they get on their hands and their knees and they apologize like that emoji right there. Like Star Killer, thank you so much for the visual aid. I need 3 hours of that exhausted. If you want me to accept your apology, I'm going to need that right now in 2 to 3 business days at the very least. And it's going to be Friday in 2 days, so less than 2 days actually. So you don't really have that much time actually. You have less than 2 to 3 business days. So you better get on it. You better get on it. Not in emoji form. Not in emoji. Okay. Not in emoji form. I need that video. Now. Now. I need videos of exhausted amateur right now. Groveling at my feet. Now. Now. Sorry, I didn't expect to turn into J. Jonah Jameson like that. You'll never take me alive, then I'll take you dead. All right, back to what we were talking about. Okay. I know it's fun. I know pretty much every stream of mine is, let's see how long it takes for us to get Wolf397 off track of what he wants to talk about. Well, we gotta talk about Silly Billy. Okay, here we go. I finished the script. I'm currently looking at it, changing things little by little. I don't want to make another draft, but I want to change little things every now and then. And I'm sorry I'm talking about this instead of some other random thing that we want to talk about. But I just want to talk about my progress right now because I don't really have that many other people to talk about with it, except for maybe Witch Doctor. I'm sorry. Okay? I'm very sorry. Please. Perfectionism. I guess so. I'm trying not to be, but I feel like little by little, if I change things, small things, then we could have a great end product. That's actually how sorry, Belcher came out again. That's usually how I tackle most scripts. I generally don't really have multiple drafts unless I'm dealing with something like a short film. And even then, I generally don't have more than one draft. I'll just like have the single draft and then I'll change things like, little by little, change small like lines, remove lines, add a scene or whatever, stuff like that. So I guess a little behind the scenes with that. I don't really make that many drafts. I think the last time I went crazy with drafts was when I did my my feature length film, quote unquote, that I wanted to do back in like 2016 and 2017. And that one had like maybe 3 or 4 drafts, which is crazy to think about that I was able to crank that out like that. Because usually I'm not the best when it comes to that. But yeah, it's going pretty good so far. And I like what I got right now. And I feel like it could be a pretty good video. The thing is, it'll be very different compared to like the other Silly Billy videos. Because, well, for one, I feel like this one's going to definitely be like longer than every other part combined. Which might be a good thing. And might be a bad thing, depending on... The one thing I'm worried about with this is like the audience, because we all know who the audience of Silly Billy is, and I don't know how they're going to jive with this, because I don't know if their attention span is long enough to comprehend things like extended dialogue sequences. But I'm trying to not think too much about the audience. I'm trying to think about what I want to do. Like the quote unquote art that I want to create. But it's kind of hard to, because like you want to create something that people like will enjoy. Like I, of course, want to create something that I want to enjoy. And I know people say to make things that you want to make. Because, that's all that matters when you're on the internet and posting stuff on there. It's like, don't worry about what people think about it or if people will like it, yada, yada. But like, if you're posting something on the internet, aren't you posting it in the hopes that people will engage with it and like comment on it and like it and stuff like that? Like, if you didn't really care what people were thinking, wouldn't you just create something and just have it for yourself? You know what I mean? Because, that's the whole thing about like social media and stuff. Will the kids be all right? Yes, I think they will be. Will they though? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I hate that backwards mindset. Wait, like about not wanting to post stuff for other people? Cuz I agree with both. It's a really gray area, you know what I mean? Cuz it's like we create so that other people could see it. And I know there are some people who genuinely create only for themselves. But for the most part, like I make things because, I want people to see them and hopefully, have fun seeing them. Do understand creating for yourself? Yeah, you kind of have to tackle it from both sides. You got to create for yourself, but you also have to understand that, you're also doing this for like others. See, it's hard. It's hard to like, like to like really like grasp and like comprehend and try to like figure out how you want to like. Where's When You Meet Another Persona Fan on Twitter, episode 24? Damn, what happened to the other 22 episodes? Jeez Louise. But Ender Guy 290, man, I haven't been asked about that in a while. Maybe in the year 2025. I'm currently trying to. I actually wanted to do a video, another one of those Persona 3 Twitter videos for the Answer DLC, but I never got around to it. And what it was going to be was just another version of the one that I recently created, the Reload version, but with the correct lyrics, because I absolutely destroyed Lotus Juice's lyrics. Because I know I talked about this, but I'll keep talking about it again. When I first made that video, When You Meet Another Persona Fan on Twitter Reload video, I made that when there was no lyrics available, so I had to just go strictly off like of ear, which is weird because there was like lyric books and stuff out because people got the Persona 3 Reload collector's edition like early AF and no one posted it. No one put it out anywhere. So I had to like do everything and just figure it out and hope to God that I got it right. And it sucks because it was like Lotus Juice was like super duper muffled. I could barely hear him, which is crazy because you hear like things like Mass Destruction and like other songs where you could hear him speaking clearly, and then in It's Going Down Now he's just like, I'm like, what are you saying, man? Please, do you not want people to understand? Being a Mr. Breast and helping out someone in need. Oh, I totally forgot about Mr. Breast. Billy and his depression down spiraling and inconceivable bounce because he is unsure about the quality of his raps versus Wolf 397. Wait, what? What does that mean? Wait, are you saying like versus me? So like I'm the villain? Maybe in some ways I might actually be. We are our own worst enemy. But yeah, anyways, going back to what I was talking about before. Yeah, I really don't know how people are going to appreciate it. And now, like, of course, I could have, like, just done something like how all the other ones were done. I think I've talked about it before, but I'll just say it again. This is going to be a strictly original creation because, as we all probably know, our boy, Witch Doctor, I know I say his name a lot. I don't really talk to him that often, so it's not like I'm like bros with him. But he hasn't made a round 9, so this will be strictly an original affair. And I won't say I'm kind of worried about that. I feel like what I have might be pretty good, but it's also not as abstract as one would probably hope when they see one of these like Silly Billy videos. But I feel like from an artistic standpoint, that's right, I'm bringing out the word artistic to talk about this. I feel people could appreciate what it has to say. Because I'm going a lot deeper than the other videos, much more deeper. There's going to be a lot of, I don't know how to strictly, I'm interested too. If you want, oh, didn't you? I don't know if you were able to really like see the script because I posted it on my Instagram story for my close friends, but I did post that like a little tiny snippet of it. But if you want, I could probably send you the script if you want to check it out. No biggie. You know, I sent it to a couple other people just to read and stuff and just be like, haha, funny. Yeah, if you want it, I don't mind. I'm intrigued. You are? People are intrigued. I'm intrigued too. I'm glad that some people are. Yeah. That makes me a bit more optimistic now. I feel like maybe there will be people that will enjoy it. Yay. I feel base now. I feel epic. I feel like I could live up to the Silly Billy name. That's also something I'm kind of worried about too. Because, you know, this isn't my thing. I know a lot of people like to associate me with Silly Billy, but like, I didn't make the guy. I didn't make him. I just made the videos. And whenever I see like comments and stuff, whenever I see people like, because there's a lot of reposts, people just taking my video and reposting it. And then they'll say it like, this guy made Silly Billy, Wolf397, blah, blah. I'm like, and if I find the video and then if I see it, I'm like, actually, I made the video. I didn't make Silly Billy. That is at stuff like that. And yeah, I didn't make it, even though I do get associated a lot with it. Even though like people say like, I'm the Silly Billy guy or whatever. It's like, it's not me. And it's scary. It's like, I hope I do it justice. I hope that they're proud of me and stuff. Silly Billy 10 versus the fans wanting more. Yeah, maybe someone else could do that. Because like I said, this will be the last video. I'm not going to do anything else after that Silly Billy related. I think the most I probably might do is upgrade some of the other ones. Because kind of like how I kind of like doing that. After doing the round 1 and 2 videos, like upgraded, I would like to probably do that with like maybe the third and the fourth one. Because I feel like there's some parts that might be a little lacking or that I could probably add on to with it. I usually feel a little upset that a lot of people really only care about the Silly Billy stuff. Like, I swear I remember someone just coming into a stream and me. Yeah. I've kind of gotten over it already. I've kind of accepted it. And, you know, that's just how it is with some people. Sometimes that's if you make something big and they don't really care about anything else, you're just that guy. You are the Silly Billy guy, or you're the exposed nerve guy, or you're the one-hit wonder guy. That's what you are, and that's what you will be to them forever until you make something, I guess, like so amazing that it changes their like entire worldview or something. It's how a lot of people are on the internet. There's a lot of people who make something that goes big and they can't really move past it. They either do one of two things. They either try and do something different. They're like, wow, yeah, that's good. Hey, I do this other stuff too. Thank you for watching, lol, or thank you for reposting or something. Anyways, yeah, like I do other things. Yay. And then they're like, oh, well, yeah, the other stuff that you do isn't really as cool as, you know, like Flumbob 96 or whatever. And then they just leave. They either do that and then they languish in obscurity, or they keep doing the same thing over and over again, which is, and this is something that I noticed often with TikTokers. It happens here on YouTube as well. I almost forgot I was on YouTube. I almost forgot I was streaming on YouTube. I don't know where I really, like, my brain like currently thought that I was. Maybe I don't know where I really like think I am whenever I do these streams. I kind of just go into like a trance whenever I stream and stuff. And whenever it's just one of these talking things where it's just like me talking at you, I try to talk with you guys, but like, I just go into like a weird Zen state where I just keep talking and then I don't stop talking. And then someone has to like come and put like their like hand on my shoulder and just be like, bro, please stop for like 1 second. And thank you for the 5 likes. I appreciate it. Do you own a Nintendo 3DS? I do. I own 2. Not Nintendo 2DS, but I own two 3DSs. I own a, thank you for the 6 likes, by the way. I saw that. Thank you. I own a Nintendo 3DS, the original kind. I saw that. 7 likes. I saw that. You think I won't see it, but I see it. I have eyes like a freaking hawk, not eyes like a wolf. I got eyes like a hawk. You can't get past me. I saw 8. I saw it. You guys think I'm stupid. You guys don't think I pay attention. But with my laser eye vision, I pinpointed that shit immediately, and when I saw it change, You guys think I'm dumb, don't you? You guys really think I'm that inept? You guys really think that I'm that ignorant that I wouldn't notice? Hawk 397? Hawk 2 397? Hawk 2. I barely noticed that right now. I barely put Hawk 2 and 2 together. That's a good one, Ender. Good one. Hawk 2. That'll be. Hey, that ties into that ties into what I was talking about right now. But yeah, I have a original Nintendo 3DS. I'll go back to that eventually. Original Nintendo 3DS. It's a purple one, and I have a new Nintendo 3DS, a white one, and it's not the XL. It's just the regular new Nintendo 3DS. And the reason I got that one is because I like the smaller form factor, and also I love the colored buttons because they look just like the Super Famicom controller. And that's super cool because I'm a big weeb and I love that stuff. I cannot get enough of that because 1, it's nostalgia baiting, and 2, it is Japan baiting, and I eat those 2 up like for breakfast every single day. I have a 3DS XL right now. I need more. To like 3DS XLs. Get yourself a new 2DS XL. That's the one thing that I would love to get if I ever had like the money to get like a new 2DS. I'm so freaking. I will never forgive myself for not getting a new 2DS XL when they were on sale at Walmart for like $120 or less. They were getting rid of those as fast as they can because they knew that no one wanted them. And really, no one wanted them at that point. And like, God, because when you go on like eBay and like OfferUp or Mercari or any of these other websites where you can get a new 2DS XL, there's so much. They're like, and usually these weirdos that are selling them only try to sell them pre-hacked, which drives up the price even further. And it's like, man, come on. Do you really need to do this? There's already scarcity here, and it's not even artificial. Do you really need to hack the 3DS for me? Like, I remember trying to talk to people on there and just be like, can I like have the new 2DS but not hacked? And they're like, no, man, you're gonna buy it. I'm like, but like, just like, wouldn't it be less effort for you to not hack it? And they're like, no. I'm like, damn it. All right, fine. So yeah, that's the reason why I don't have a, hey, dorky Danny, what's going on? Have you been listening this entire time? Member for 13 months, my lord. Woohoo, silly Billy man, take my meeee. Thank you, dorky Danny, for being a member for 13 months. Over a year. That is a year and some change right there. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. I heard you went to sleep. And man, I am so jealous. Just woke up. LMAO. Man, it's been a while since I've last watched a stream of yours. How you been? I've been great. I've been amazing. Bears like pears. I've been fantabulous. How have you been? Hope you're doing well. Because I'm doing well. And I want everyone to do well. Remember getting an Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer for Christmas a long time ago and cried during the tutorial because I couldn't figure out how to rotate the furniture. Oh my God, that's traumatizing right there. That's traumatizing. You can't get... That's like me when I couldn't get past Tutorial Island in RuneScape. Although, to be fair, I had like, you know, outer factors for as to why I'm traumatized by that. So dead from the past week. I know, man, I know. I've heard. You've told me in certain chats, all those people that you would kidnap. So difficult, so difficult. Always kicking, screaming, calling the police on their like iPhones and stuff. Such a difficult thing to have to deal with, especially for that past week. Because did you guys know that kidnapping season is actually like in effect right now? Yeah, it's true. It's true. I know. It's not a scare tactic, okay? Kidnapping season is actually higher than ever during this time of year. And that's mainly got to do with something like Halloween, because that's when things get really high. On that day, there's more kidnappings in America than any other day of the year. And you could fact check me. And the reason for that is because, people are wearing like costumes and outfits and stuff like that. And, when people are wearing outfits and costumes, you don't really know who's who. And that's what makes it a lot. Thank you for the 9 likes. I almost missed that. If I did, you could have called me ignorant for that. It's competitive out there. It is. It's competitive kidnapping is a crazy business. And it's something that I thought about like trying to do, because you get a lot of money when you kidnap people, when you put them for ransom. Did you know that? It's insane. A lot of people at night, especially children. Yeah. And you would think that kidnapping a child would be the most lucrative business, but it's actually not. It's kidnapping like a CEO or like a businessman or some other sort of bigwig and stuff. But that's way more difficult because, of course, they're an adult, and also sometimes they might have security or other, factors in their favor. And if you ever want to get into the kidnapping business, maybe set your sights higher. I know it'd be easy to pick the low-hanging fruit, but do not let that distract you from the much more ripe, much more fresh fruit at the top of the tree. By the way, everything I just said right now is absolutely satire, starting from the moment I talked about kidnapping. Please do not put me on a list. All right. We have diverted way far ahead from what I wanted to talk about. And what I wanted to talk about is going back. We were talking about TikTok. And we were talking about things like content creation and what happens when you get big for a thingy. All right, there was a topic. Oddly specific information here. Yeah, very oddly specific. I won't say for what reasons, but definitely specific. I won't say why. Moving on. Anyways, TikTok. Yeah, let's talk about TikTok. Ooh, turn on the TikTok, and then we scroll through all the things, and we forget about what we were paying attention to. When you go big, usually for one thing, one or two outcomes can happen, and that is you try to divert from that big thing that got you big and stuff, and in doing so, you alienate the people that are watching you for that one thing that got you big. And that eventually leads to you like having a fall off of like viewers and followers and stuff. And if you don't like figure out how to recover from that, you can end up languishing in obscurity for who knows how long. So there's either that outcome, or someone brought it up. You can go the other route, and you could hawk Tua your way to victory. And that is just riding the one big thing that got you to superstardom. And a lot of people are still talking about this girl, and for good reason. She's really good at what she does. Now, you would think that I would hate this Hog Tua lady, but and while I don't really like the meme, I think it's kind of dumb, but I gotta respect the hustle for continuing this whole thing for this long. Usually, and people were talking about it when this happened, when this Hawk Tua meme got like huge, people were talking about it like dying out in like a week, or like a week and a half or something, or 2 weeks. They were like, I give her 2 weeks and then she will fall off forever and ever. But no, it's been like how long? Like a month? Or hold on, I'm going to bring out my phone, because I made a video about this. I didn't specifically state that it was about Hawk Tua, but it was about like, if you don't want something to get viral, then stop talking about it. Okay, you big dummy. Okay, this will be a good way for me to to figure out the length. 2 months. 2 months, maybe more. It's been 2 months, and she's still here. And that's because she's really good at keeping this thing going. And a lot of it, I feel, a lot of people like to say that, the podcast, she's really good. She's got a good personality, and she probably does. And, I'm not going to discount that fact, because especially since I don't listen to her podcast or whatever. But I feel like a lot of these things that keep her in the public conscious is, like the haters. And that's what I was trying to focus on with that video. The haters are what keep her alive still. That's what I'm pretty sure, because she has currently the number 3 top podcast on Spotify. And I bet you with not just my left nut, but my right, both my entire sack, my entire ball sack, I bet you that the reason she's up there is because everyone that hates her tuned in to see how that podcast went. I can assure you that. Yes, the whole entire sack. Testes and skin and hair and everything. I'm probably going to get banned for talking about that. Hey, Chaos, what's going on? What's going on? How you doing? How you doing, my friend? A hawk to my blorbos. It's honestly such a shame. I feel like you're a very entertaining person. You honestly deserve your own dedication. I mean, if you think about it, Bear, I kind of have that in some fashion. We have all the usual suspects here. We got Dorky, Exhausted, Dumb User, Chaos, Bears. You're not just the single, not just you. Don't, come on. Man, you are really wearing that name on your sleeve right there. There's more than just you, okay? There's other people, all right? And there's some people that actually, don't enter my streams, and that's okay. That's okay. I feel like diversifying your content is a good thing, because that's personally what I want to do. I don't want to do the same thing over and over again. And that's why I really respect the Hawk Tua. I don't even know her name. The Hawk Tua lady. Because if I were to do the same thing over and over again and, say the line bar over and over again like that, I'd probably go insane. I don't know if I have the strength or the willpower to do that. I feel like you need to be built differently in order to do so. I think her name is Haley. Haley Joel Osment. Damn. Man, went from Sora to doing like podcasts and spitting on that thing. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. I've been a Wolf fan since the dawn of the millennia. Yeah, well, I've been a Wolf fan since the dawn of time. I say as I am the actual wolf. What was I talking about? It? Oh yeah. But I can't, I just can't. I can't do that. I can't make Silly Billy over and over again, or I'll just go crazy. I'll feel like I'm just grinding myself down mentally. And while they're easy videos to do, they would absolutely be easy videos to do. There's a lot of underlying factors that would keep me from doing that, even if I wanted to. And I feel like the biggest one is the fact that I don't make these things like I talked about. I don't make Silly Billy, okay? I don't make the comics and stuff this is the longest I've ever talked about this thing. I don't hate him, by the way. I don't hate Silly Billy, but man, I am honestly surprised that I'm talking at length about this stuff. Fix Sam Podcast when. Oh man, can't wait to do poolside chat. Do not worry. Eventually, trust me, Chaos, poolside chat will come out someday. I know I've been saying that for the past 10 years. I don't know how long I've been making that joke. I think it has been going on for over 10 years or so. For those who don't know, poolside chat is a kind of a joke that I've been doing with my friends. It's kind of an inside joke, but now that I'm talking about you, talking about it with you guys, it's an inside joke with us. But it's it was a podcast idea I wanted to do with my friends for a long time. And at the very beginning, I really actually wanted to do it. I was like talking to them and I was like, hey man, you got a pool. You heard of fireside chats, right? When the president back then talked about and did like fireside chats and stuff like that. What if we had poolside chat? And like the thing, like the thing that would bring people in is that we're like hanging out near the pool and it's like nice and relaxing and comfortable. We could have like some water noises in the background and stuff like that. What if we did that? And they're like, no, you're not going to come to my house every single day so you could do this podcast. I'm like, but please. And then I got on my knees and I was like crawling towards him. And I was like, please, just let me do this for once, please. He's like, no, you've already ruined my life with your videos. Leave me alone. Man, if he's actually listening to this right now, that would actually be really funny. But yeah, and ever since then, I don't really know when I started that joke, but ever since then, I would bring it up every now and then, especially since podcasts are such a huge thing as of late. Just be like, poolside chat, it's gonna happen again soon. Whenever I'd be talking with my friends and I'd be like, dude, we should start a podcast. Like every group of male friends would do, want to do. They would consider starting a podcast. That's how I would do, like, be with my friends. We're just like, we're talking. We can make this into content. And I would always bring up poolside chat because it's the funny thing to do. I always have to make the funny, okay? Does the creator of Silly Billy know about you? He does. He actually does. He follows me on Twitter. And I was actually talking with them yesterday. Because I wanted to, because I'm currently working on the final video, and I was like, hey man, would it be cool if I could like have you as like a cameo or whatever? And they're just like, yeah man, yeah, that's all right. And I was like, wow, it was that easy. So yeah, he does know about me, and he knows about what I'm trying to do right now, because I asked him if it would be okay, and I asked if they would want to work on it, and they said that they didn't really want to, for several reasons. I won't state why. But yeah, so they do know. And outside of that, we don't really, engage in conversation that often. I am in their Discord, but I don't really talk with them in their Discord. I don't even talk I don't use Discord that often. Even though I should, especially my freaking Discord server. For those who use it, I'm sorry. Very sorry for not being in there. Anyways, let's rewind the tape. Let's go back to what we were originally talking about. What the fuck were we talking about? I can't even remember. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. What have you done? What have you all done? I really need to have like some. Imagine abandoning your. I've talked about wanting to do that, and not really abandoning, but just saying like, hey guys, I'm going to close down the server. Is that okay? Inactive Discord members rise up. Everyone rise, including the person who created it. But I've talked about wanting to stop it, but it's just like, why stop it when it's not like really impeding anything? It's not like anyone's like going in there and posting like, crazy shit or whatever. It's like there's really no need to like delete the server or anything. So I won't, of course. And I've talked about that already. I haven't changed my mind as of late, so don't you worry if there's anyone that actually uses it. And it's nice to have. All right. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'm trying to actually think about what I wanted to talk about. And I know it was about Hawk-Tuah was related to it. Hawk-Tuah. My Tua senses are hawking. Come on. Okay. I figured it out. We were talking about McDonald's happy. No, I'm just kidding. We were talking about how there's people who, ride that wave of success and they keep riding it for as long as they can. And honestly, there's if that ever happens, you should try and ride it. It's just, I don't know. I just can't. I don't want to do it. I'm just one of those people who doesn't want to like do something over and over again. I want to like try and like do like mostly new things. Like I'm like I did the other Silly Billy videos and stuff like that, but I feel like that was only because like there was other parts and stuff, and I felt a lot more comfortable doing it. And I felt like I wanted to do it. I was having fun making them, but I don't want to like turn it into something that feels like a job, which a lot of people do. And honestly, props to them for being able to monetize content on things like YouTube or whatever, TikTok, stuff like that. It's a hard thing to do. It's a really difficult thing to do. And there's some people that, do it, and, props to them. I wish I could be one of those people, but I can't. I don't want to. Just stop it because you can. Remind everyone it's a privilege, not a right. Exactly. Exactamundo. Exact. And I feel like a lot of people that only care about me for Silly Billy should probably know about that. They should be the one to hear that. But thankfully, I'm kind of glad that like not that many people are engaging with my content and only want that stuff, because those aren't really the people that I want to like follow me and stuff. Like, it's cool, like having all these people because of it, but like it's almost like all inflated numbers and stuff. I feel like where I should actually be right now is like maybe 3,000 followers, not at 20,000 or whatever. Because I mean, look at us right now. There's only 3 people watching, and some people would say that's sad, and in some ways maybe it is, but I don't really care. I don't really mind, because it's not what I'm focused on right now. I'm just focused on making things, and eventually, and I know I will eventually find a new audience. That's kind of what I'm like mainly focused on. I want to make things that are fun. I want to make things that I like, and I want to make things that people will like. I know we already talked about that. I won't go any further into it. Persona video and the silly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's pretty obvious when people start sticking to a form of content once it gets popular too, at least from, yeah, it is. And I brought up TikTok earlier because that's where it's the most prevalent. Thank you for reminding me about that. That's a point that I wanted to talk about. And I feel like it's a really important point too, because, you have Hawk Tua, and that's a person who's doing the same thing over and over again and is still having success because of it. On TikTok, there's a lot of people who do just that. They blow up, the Bletcher. The Bletcher. I don't know if he meant to say that. Dumb user. You are definitely dumb. The Belcher reference. Let's freaking go, gamers! Woo! Anyways, but TikTok, I feel that's where it happens the most. Where someone makes a thing and then it gets big, and then they do the same thing over and over again. And then, yeah, it's just, I don't know. How do you do that? Like, I feel like that'd wear at you or something. It kind of reminds me a lot of like those AI like YouTube channels and stuff where they use AI for like everything. I ran into one of those recently because I was trying to find stuff about the Riffmaster being wired, which, by the way, for those who don't know, for those who like Rock Band, for those who know things about the Riffmaster guitar controller, did you know that the Riffmaster, which is a wireless only controller, did you know that you could use it wired? And that's something that I'll make a video about, but I'll spoil it. The way that you do it is you connect the USB-C cable to the controller. Then you hold, like, you connect one end. You connect the USB-C thing into the controller. Then you press and hold all 5 of the frets, and then you connect the other end into your PC. And while you're holding those 5 frets, by the way, and when you do, it starts to work. And it's crazy. Like, no, because they stated that this was a wireless only controller, but nope, there's people that are using the Riffmaster wired, and it works surprisingly really shitty. And I do not recommend it for those who want to use a wired Riffmaster. Just do what a lot of people do, and just make it wired like actually wired. Don't go through this weird, because I think what it is like a debug thing, and it's so weird because so I have a PlayStation 1. I have a PlayStation Riftmaster, and controllers for like PlayStation things as well as Nintendo Switches, they are D input, which stands for direct input, which is different from what Xbox controllers are, which is X input. And when you do this weird debug thing with the Riftmaster, at least on the PlayStation, it turns it into an X input controller. It turns it into an Xbox controller. And it says it there too. Like when you look at like device manager, it says Xbox 360 controller. And it's crazy to think that I have an officially licensed PlayStation controller that could be used as an Xbox 360 controller if I ever so desire. And yeah, it's so weird. It's such a weird video. I mean, a weird thing. And I totally want to make a video about it because no one has made one on YouTube yet. Surprisingly enough, even though I feel like a lot of people would be very interested in doing this, because it means you, one, don't have to, mod it, even though I'd highly recommend that you do if you really want to use it wired. But yeah, free views do it. I probably will. I should have recorded that today. I should have done that literally today. I was thinking about doing it today, but then I got busy with other things. I actually got my hair cut, and then I like cleaned up around the house, and I cooked dinner and stuff. Well, I cooked like half of dinner, all that fun stuff. It is a very cool, simple video to do. I have the idea in my brain. It's currently cooking and simmering right now. I'll film it tomorrow. Do not worry. When I'll get it out, hopefully on Friday. Being productive, right? I've never been this productive in ages. And for the past 3 days, I've actually been productive. Wow. I'm actually doing something with my life for once. Holy smokes. Amazing. Ugh. Which, that, I know we were talking about like stuff like Silly Billy and stuff, but it's just like, now that I'm thinking about it, it's just like, how do I want to tackle all this stuff? Because I know we were talking about like how I would like to try and do things. It's like, how would I do all of these projects that I want to do? And I have a lot of projects that I'd like to do. And my current idea right now is to like write. So for all these video ideas and stuff, I would like to have like scripts for them, because I feel like I do really good. While it's fun to like improvise and stuff, I don't know if I'd be able to really improvise and have like an informative and like good video that's able to be used for like discussion and stuff, unless I write something. Like I'm cool with improvising like right now in a stream, but like I want to have something that actually has substance. And I don't know if I could actually do that when I'm just like pointing the microphone at my mouth and just talking about whatever. So I would like to write like scripts for everything. You really did? Thank you so much. Thank you. I feel like for the next one, I'll probably try and like tone down the quote unquote humor. And it's not because I got a comment about someone saying like, oh, the humor kind of sucks. But I also kind of thought that it was a little too much at times. So that might be actually something I'll do. It'll be like a Jekyll and Hyde situation, especially if I ever do like a complete Rock Band Iceberg video where it's like part 1 and 2, and then you have like part 1 is like, hey guys, what's going on? And then you have part 1 that's like that, and you have part 2 and it's just like tier 5, the near bottom of the iceberg. My father died to get me a Riffmaster. He had to fight through all of the Guitar Hero sweats in order to get it. The cringe is endearing. Thank you. I appreciate it. I agree with that a little. Exactly. I agree with it a little too. I agree with it. Not just a little, actually. More than a little. Let's say like a smidge. I don't know if that's more than a little or less than a little, but in this instance, let's say it's more than a little. But yeah, I'll probably do that. I'll probably tone down the humor a bit and try to keep it a bit more concise and a bit more focused, as lame as some people might think that actually is. But that's just, that's how I kind of wanted to look at it like this. I feel like it's like almost like a beta. It's like a beta of how I like, I get this out and then it's just like, all right, let's see, that didn't work. That kind of worked. Maybe I'll keep doing that. I definitely won't do that, blah, blah, blah. And then I could take all of the things that I learned in the first video and use them for the next video and hopefully make it better. So that's my idea, I guess, right now. But yeah, I would like to try and get like scripts. Like here's how I think the flow of how I want to create things will go. How I'd like for it to go. I'd like to do this. Like step 1, create a bunch of scripts. So I'm going to write like one for this video, and I write another one for this video, and I write one for the iceberg, and I write one for the Riffmaster, and I write one for the silly. Oh, I already did the Silly Billy one. And then I write all these like bunches of scripts, and then what I'll do, and I kind of do this a little bit for like the meme videos that I do. I'd have like them all laid out like on my desktop in like a bunch of folders. And then the next step is I would record all the scripts, and I record like all the the voiceover and stuff. I almost said vocals. I'm not a singer, not at all, as far as I can get from one. And then I record all the voices for every single script, and I'd have those like all set and ready to go for when, I'm able to edit them. And then after that, then I could start working on the actual videos. And then I don't have to worry about like voicing anything unless I need to do some like additional things. If I want to like add on to like a script or whatever, or if I feel like I could have like, like said this a bit differently or with like a different tone, yada, yada, stuff like that. But I feel like that'd be like a really good like workflow, maybe, potentially. I don't know. Of course, I have yet to put this into play, but we will see. We will definitely see. I cannot believe we've been doing this for an hour and 23 minutes. That is crazy pants, McGee. Very, very crazy indeed. I've ran out of Baja Blast, so I'm going to finish doing this. And then I'm going to get some water. Give me a minute. You could come with me as I get my water. There's the water. Look at that. Yummy. It has. It's been that long. I can't believe it. And I don't even think I wanted to talk about everything that I needed to talk about. Okay, I'm going to put my headphones on. Give me a moment. Give me a second. Get my story straight. Honestly, I'm so sorry for barely noticing this, Bears. Honestly, I personally have a dedicated audience of 3 people who enjoy me and what I do. Then, yes, that's how I feel as well. I feel the exact same way. I feel like what is most important than numbers is this like you could have like thousands of numbers, but it's all just it's not artificial, but in a way it kind of does feel like it's artificial. Like you'd have all those numbers and stuff that come to you because of things that like you were popular for, like the one big viral thing that you made. But in the end, the only thing that's really going to matter is those few numbers that are actually there for you and not just for what you did that one time back in like 1933 or something. That's what truly matters, I feel, especially nowadays, because I feel nowadays things are a lot more personality focused. So I feel like you kind of have to like have, and now some people can get away with not having to like, like put themselves fully out there. But I feel what really does help is when there's like a person like behind the content that, you could kind of get, I don't want to say invested in, but like, you know what I mean, right? Not like in a parasocial way, but like someone that you're just like, yeah, all right, this guy made a video. Yeah, I like to see them do good, stuff like that. I feel like that's really important in the current social media landscape right nowadays. An hour and I'm halfway done with this line art. Nice, congratulations. I wish that could be me. God, if only I could be as productive. It's crazy. How come you're more productive than I am? I thought you were going to be unproductive this entire time that I was streaming. How could you leave me in the dust like this? Fuck. But yeah, I totally agree. The most important people are the ones who are like dedicated viewers and stuff. And also, I think YouTube seems to consider that important as well, at least from what I've heard, that the one things that matter are the people that subscribe. Like, if you subscribe, then I guess that's like way more important than if you like get a bunch of views and stuff. From what I've heard, no one really seems to understand like the algorithm. We like to say we understand what the algorithm is, but I don't know if anyone really truly fully absolutely understands what it is, especially when it quote unquote changes a lot. So, I don't know. Anyways, I don't really know what else to talk about other than, just talk about the woes of being like a content creator, I guess. But I'm pretty sure not that many people really want to keep listening to that. So, what else should I talk about? What are some other topics of discussion that would be of interest for people? Because I personally do not know. Especially this far into like the stream, you would think I would have like an endless amount of topics, but nope. I kind of just like let out whatever is on my mind, and that's it. Thoughts on metaphor? That is a pretty good topic of discussion. Hey Joy, what's up, Pie? Well, Pie's pretty good. Pie is great, actually. In fact, it's a pretty good dessert. In fact, one of my favorite things to eat is pie. It's actually not. My favorite thing to eat is like cheesecake. What's everyone's favorite dessert? There we go. That's a topic of discussion. But while you guys are thinking about what to say for that, I will talk about metaphor. So yeah, metaphor is a... has anyone played the demo? Anyone? Like anyone at all? I haven't finished the demo, but I started playing it like last week or something when it came out, when it dropped, which I think was last week, right? On Friday. And I played like I don't know how far I am, but I know I have Grius, so I guess I'm pretty far into it. People say it's like a 4-hour demo, which I could totally see being an actual like thing, because I guess this is like the intro to Metaphor, the prologue, if you will. And so far, I kind of like it. I won't lie, I'm a little lost when it comes to things like the world building and the plot. And well, I mean, the plot is kind of almost simple, but it's the one thing that really... Oh shit! Oh my god! Sorry about that. Someone just came in right now, and they totally interrupted my my stream right now. Sorry for the very, very startling and disturbing muting of my microphone right there. But no, I didn't evaporate. Do not worry. Do not worry. I just totally lost track of time, and it's currently 11:31. My God. Yeah. So my brother just got back from work, and unfortunately, I'm gonna wind down the stream because I don't want to have to annoy them with my talking. But here's what I'll say about Metaphor really quick before I stop all of this nonsense. It looks pretty cool. It's fun. I played it, and I am looking forward to playing the entire game because it seems interesting. And while I did get a little hung up on a lot of the fantasy elements, but I feel that has to deal with me just not being good when it comes to engaging and indulging in fantasy genre stuff, because there's things like world building and terms and names that are really foreign to me and stuff like that. That's all on me. That's my fault. I think that's why I can't get into things like Lord of the Rings and other high fantasy sorts of dealios. But I do like what they're going with the world. It's almost like quasi modern, but at the same time not. And it's super cool. All right, so there's this book in a Metaphor. It's a fictional book, by the way. It's not real, but there's this book, and it's a book about how it's like a book that has like a world that's like ours, which is crazy because like, and then like sometimes the game shows like a little visual representation of what that world looks like, and it looks like a modern cityscape, and there's like cars and shit. And I found that very funny because I I remember I say this even though I said earlier that I don't know anything about fantasy or I can't really get into it, but I wrote a fantasy, a small short story fantasy thing for a podcast that I did, quote unquote, with a friend of mine. And I don't know if that podcast is still around, but I did a fantasy short story about a writer who does science fiction stuff. And science fiction in their time is writing about things about like driving like an iron horse, which is quote unquote like a car, and going to like a large, I can't remember all the other things, but the iron horse thing I totally remember. Iron carriage, iron automated carriage, magic iron automated carriage, or something like that. And I thought that was super cool that happened in metaphor, because I did that and I'm like, I did that too. I'm as cool as the metaphor writers. And yeah, that's that's the one thing that I just needed to get that out there. That's adorable. You think I'm adorable? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Mucho apreciado. Anyways, yeah, Metaphor is looking really good. I'm looking forward to it, and I can't wait for it to come out. I think it's coming out on the 11th, and for those who have not played the demo, definitely play it. It's free. It's on every single console known to man except for the Switch. If you have only a Switch, then you should definitely change that. Go get like a PS5 or something, especially since they're going to start being really cheap now because of the PS5 Pro. So definitely do that. Get an Xbox, whatever. I don't know. Get a PC. Get like the shittiest PC. It'll run like on anything. Play Metaphor. It's good. Support Atlas. For everything besides Persona and SMT. I hope it does well. Anyways, I'm going to get going. All right. See you guys later. Bye-bye. I'm broke. All I have is a Switch. You should definitely change that. Sell your Switch. Sell yourself. Sell everything. Okay. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye-bye. Bye. 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 It can be difficult, but getting invested in can be really cool. Because yeah, it really can. Yeah, I agree with that. But man, my brain just cannot fit all the information that I need. With all the information that I need for like IRL. Hour and 33 minutes. Jeez, the stream is went